Welcome to my guys. Welcome to a video. We're going to be unboxing this Hyperdimension Neptunia black card from the anime, apparently not from the game. So let's talk about it a little bit here. So this is a 1/7 scale figure. It's painted, of course. As you can see that just from looking at it, and it is from Altair. I don't actually know that company at all, so but you can tell from the back it says from the animation and not from the game, but I don't think there's a big difference. I watched the anime before, and it wasn't that much different, honestly. It was more slice of life than anything. So if you're interested in the games, you might want to watch a little bit of the anime, not too much of it, but a little bit of it. Anyways, let us get into the actual unboxing portion. Alright, so there's some tape here. Very typical. There's some tape here. And there's some tape here. And now let's remove the flap. This time I'm a lot better with it than the last video. And as you can normally expect, this is going to be one piece together, and unlike the Neptune figure I have, well actually, there are instructions on how to put it together, so I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, you gotta put it together. So, unlike the other one as well, there's some tape on the sides. I knew that was going to happen. That's fine, because there's parts you gotta put together then. I don't know how long I'm going to do that. The other one took me quite a while to do. I don't have very good motor skills, so I don't know. It also looks like, I like how it looks like she's wearing like a baseball cap or something, like a baseball helmet. I think that was pretty funny. So you gotta be extremely rough with it. There's these twisty ties that are really, you have to like really force it and get it off. Oh, take that off. Figure itself, and there's a lot of parts where you gotta put together. So here's the base, which is the easiest part. Supposedly it should be the easiest, right? There's two holes right here. No holes on the other foot, so you wouldn't even worry about the other foot. And you would probably really press down on it to where it fits. It's getting very, oh, there it goes. Okay, so there it goes. Just press really hard on it, but don't force it too much. You don't want to break it. So I've had problems like that before. Oh, here's one of the twisty tie things. It's made out of metal. You can hear it. So it's kind of tough to take off. So I'm going to read the instructions a little bit and get back to you. So I assembled the wings. I don't know how well they're going to stay. I actually, before I did this, I looked up a lot of people doing this, and they had trouble with the wings too, the part where they skipped it just like I did. So there's 4 wings, and I'm just really afraid to even move this right now because I don't know if they're gonna fall off. There is like some small indents in her hair. They have to figure out a way to maneuver them all in. Some of you may have more experience than I do in that regard. So they're in her hair now. Hopefully they stay that way. And let's move on now. So we've got, and they're supposed to go somewhere. Here's one part. I don't think they matter because they look the exact same. So I'm not sure if they actually matter or not. Let's see if they both fit in the same hole anyways, so I don't think it really matters. They're both called 13 on the sheet. 13. They're both 13, so I don't think it really matters. So they're both on now. So after some digging, I don't have, in this whole thing here, there's no plastic pieces to put there's supposed to be 2 holes that you put these on. Oh wow. You put these on, and I don't see them in the box. I don't see them on on the bed, anywhere. I don't see them at all. So I can't put these on for now. Oh well. So I guess they're just not going to be used. I went all the way for some reason. So actually this eye part is supposed to be sticking out. I think it was on camera. Kind of. Yep, so now they're in. Sadly, these aren't gonna go in. I don't know what to do about that, guys. There is nothing I can do about that. And I guess you just take her arm off and then you put the sword on. Is what I'm thinking, because she already has a hand. She already has a hand here. So just remove the hand. So this has been one of the most unpleasant experiences I've ever had in my entire life, building figures, honestly. She's done now, but my god, that was a pain. And I think I had something defective with the sword hand, or it didn't want to go in, and I heard a snap, so I'm very worried about that. And I didn't get the pulls for these. If they do come in, I'll put them in the comment section down below if I find them somehow. Maybe they slipped out somehow, and I don't know, maybe they fell on the floor or something. But I don't see anything. So here's a close-up. The painting itself is very nice. It's very, very nice, that's for sure. But the assembly is like so headache-inducing and frustrating that it's very tough. At any point, you can blow air, and these wings will be knocked off. Very painful. So, like assembly-wise, I would give like a 0 out of 10. Very painful. These instructions are really bad. For anyone who's like extremely experienced, maybe you'll be able to find it just like, oh, I get it. But for some, I mean, I've done quite, as I've showed many times. I got a lot of figures here. I've assembled all of these, and I had no problems. No problems at all. But that one over there, oh my god. So let us compare the Neptune. Got the Neptune here. Alright, so let's do a close-up on both of them. So as you can see, they're both 1/7s, and they're about the same size. Let's see if I can do. Here's my hand on the this wooden platform here, not the base, and I still don't have, like, I can barely cover her face. That's how tall it is. That's pretty tall. So let's do Neptune. About the same. Sorry for the camera movement. Yeah, so that's she's pretty tall. I would say she's a really tall figure. I'm gonna have to find room for her somehow. So, figure-wise, paint-wise, box-wise, like an 8.5 out of 10. The score, well, I guess that's the overall score. The overall score was reduced because the assembly is extremely frustrating. She was easier to build, and I had a hard time with her a little bit, but not that much compared to this. Anyways, at the end of this video, I'm going to be putting in some figure notes and information in regards to where you can get this figure, or if you are interested, or just want to know some stats on it. I'm going to be doing that at the end of this video. So, that being said, guys, I don't know what else to say. I like the figure, I just didn't like the assembly. I'm really worried that these wings are going to be knocked off at any point. You could be, I don't know, like vacuuming and accidentally knock into something and the wings fall off. I don't know, something ridiculous. That's how sensitive they are. Everything else was fine. I mean, everything else went on really easy. Like this part came on really easy, put on really easy, like super easy. The wing parts on her head came on really easily. The sword arm, not easy. But that's it, guys. I don't know what else to say. The figure building is very frustrating. But I don't think we looked at the box all that well, so I'm going to very quickly show off the box. It's more helpful to show how she looks than the instructions itself. Close-up. Well, we already had a close-up of the actual thing. But the box is gigantic. It's probably the biggest box I have now. It's huge. Let's do a comparison with the hand again. Like you can see, like look how big that is. We still have all of this up here, so yeah, it's huge. And my hand's not even that big. My normal sized hand. So, huge box. Huge box. Anyways, once again, comparison. They're not. I don't know if they're the same. I don't think they're the same quote unquote series because the bases are not the same really, but they're both 1.7s. So thank you guys very much for watching. Appreciate you, and I'll see you in the stats screen. Alright, so here we are on the PC side, and we have some stats here that I may have not mentioned. Blackheart is the character like mentioned. Altair, I mentioned that already. And the origin is the animation, not the game, but I don't think there's a big difference. ABS and PVC materials, it was pretty obvious about that. The scale and dimensions are 1 out of 7. The length, 410 millimeters, or 15, almost 16 inches. And the height is 310 millimeters, or 12.909 inches. Basically 12 inches. Pretty good. And there's the release. This is not new, but this is technically a re-release, and I got it around the re-release time. So this is I have the 2012 version, which is, I think at this point I'd rather have the 2015 version because probably wouldn't be as many problems with the assembly portion. And the price is around $124 in USD. With shipping, of course, it's going to be a little bit more than that, but yep. So there's not much else to really talk about in terms of what information you like to see. But this is what you like to see. If you want to buy it, I would recommend going in Amy, and it's on there. That's where I got mine from. So that's probably the best place you're going to find it because they don't really, I mean, they can't really ship. As you can see here, there are counterfeit versions of this item. I don't know what happens if I click on it. Apparently there's counterfeit versions of this item. So I would just focus on buying from Amy. It's a very reputable website for figures. Except for the part where I didn't get my poles. So I don't know how I'm going to be able to fix that. I'll have to look somewhere or just forget about it. Because that is part of the figure, but it's like, what am I going to do? So that's it, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. Appreciate you again. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this is a much better unboxing than the last one. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.